So it finishes 3-2 to FC United. What a game.
What a game. Slip of the tongue there, 3G. Maybe Welsh will look back on that and wish that his boys should have warmed up on the 3G. We want to respect our ground, and the ground staff asked guys to warm up on the 3G today, and they flatly refused. Don't know why, but it gave us a little bit more of an incentive. But we'd always go to places that people asked us to warm up on the 3G to protect the pitch. We would do, and they didn't, and that's obviously the management's decision. But it gave us just that extra little bit of a lift that we needed. I'm not saying that we won the game by doing that, but I've tried never to give the opposition an extra lift, and today, we got that lift and we got and won the game against a half decent Guiseley side.
Obviously, a change in formation today with the three at the back with Lafferty, Jones, and Oliver at the back. It looked from the sidelines that it took a little while for the team to adjust to that shape.
I thought we worked on it on Thursday night. Probably need to work on it in a couple of weeks. I thought for the first 25 minutes, Curtis Jones wanted to be the spare man, and he needed to get Malachi to push on. He needed to take charge of the right-hand side, centre forward. Whether or not he didn't see that in the game, I thought after 25 minutes, we got the message on. We actually swapped the sides. Charlie Oliver went out there. Curtis Jones come to the left. We squeezed Mal on, and it nullified the fullback getting out. But it was a new system. But I think when you've got three centre halves of the ilk of Jones, Oliver, and Lafferty, by the way, I thought was immense today. You've got an option to go and play that. Curtis Jones has played 90 minutes today. Will he be ready for Tuesday? Who knows? But it shows that we can go to a 3, we can play a 4. But we've got options now, and that's credit to Rob Emery, who's just come in. He worked on it in a short time frame on Thursday night. But it gives us a different option. But I thought we were magnificent in both boxes today. I really did. And when you can play that system, you get more height on the pitch. And I think before the game we had about 4 or 5 6-footers, 6'1" players. So that'll please certain individuals who cry out for height and strength.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair to say their first goal, ball came in, guy took a complete air shot at it, and the ball came back to him. Obviously, probably a little bit disappointed that we didn't close him down quicker. But after the goal, it was like we just sort of like actually started really going for it.
It was disappointing to concede, and we shouldn't have conceded. We were set up in the right way, but like you said, people make mistakes, and you can't keep hanging them out to dry. They cross the white line, they either make mistakes or they don't make mistakes. I think going back to your point, I was super impressed with the mentality, with the strength of character to not give up, and we got that equaliser, and we drove it on. We came out. We came out for the second half, and then he spun a ball down to Guy Hall. He fizzed it. We got the corner. We got the first contact with Curtis Jones. He then came out to Charlie Munro, and we put it in, and that was great. And then we switched off I've just gone through the second goal and the equaliser, and then made some gestures towards our bench, which maybe they may regret. But in football, and especially the Broadhurst Park, the way the fans were today, 94th minute, blatant penalty, 2 hands on the ball. I don't get too woozy if someone says it weren't a penalty. Blatant handball, and massive credit to Dec McLaughlin. Excuse my French, to have the balls like that at 22 to go step up in front of the SMRE when Ennis and Griffiths are off the pitch and say, you know what, I'll have this, boys. I didn't look, but wow, cometh the hour, cometh the man, and that's going to do so much good for his confidence. But massive respect for him to step up, and when that ball at the back of the net, uncontrollable scene, diving into the fans, and that's what it means. That's exactly what it means to Wolverhampton. Watch it back. I've just seen it back now. It's a blatant. But we're not going to go there. I thought the referee, the 2 officials had good games today. Decisions have gone against us like that in the past. But we got a little bit of luck. But I thought our performance in the second half was positive. And with that, Tim, we went and won the game. And at the minute, whichever way we win the game, we'll win the game. But that's 3 unbeaten. Krakow, Lancaster, and now Guiseley. And hopefully that pulls us in touch with some teams above us. But just keep back in the group. Keep back in the group. And I'm going to say Curtis Jones has missed the last 6 weeks. He comes back in today. What an animal of a centre half he is. Michael Donoghue comes off at half time with full of flu. Luke Griffiths drops out with a back injury. May think at times that it's not going our way, but the lads just keep stepping up, keep putting the bodies on the line, keep trying to turn out performances. And it might not always go our way, but I've never lost faith in that group in there, and I thought they were excellent. And I should actually say, look at Charlie Ennis again. His stats are outrageous. I think one game in 12 since he played that we haven't lost. I think the games that we haven't lost, he hasn't played in any of them. And you just need your leader out there at times, and he'll wish more than anybody that his legs were still 27, 28. But what a player, what a finish, what a leader, what a captain, and the lads respond to that.
Yeah, I mean, talking about legs, I mean, one of the sort of things that was so pleasing to see, we'll come on to the second play in a second, but as soon as Deck came on, he made like a long bussy run, sort of probably 50 yards diagonally across the ball to chase the centre half down, beat him for pace, and then managed to turn around and get the ball in. We were lucky not to get a finish off that. But the man of the match, chosen by FCM Radio, the Joseph Holt's man of the match was Dante Gabon. And what he did throughout the game was he just ran at them, basically either with the ball or without the ball. He was down those wings and he was just taking the game to him. He got fouled 3 times in really good positions. Only drew 1 yellow card, but you could see that was their only sort of answer.
He didn't have a point to prove. But what I will say is that, in non-league football, you keep, managers, you need favours of managers. And, it sounds like another dig at Guiseley, but, the manager knows me well enough to pick up the phone, and he doesn't do. He puts 7 days on Dante Gabon on way out, coming through the manager, which is sometimes unheard of at this level. Tries to upset our dressing room. But Dante, proper FC United player, just said to me, Gaff, I don't want to go anywhere. Rewarded him with a contract. He rewards us with that display today, and what a player he is, and just shows money doesn't always talk to him. Loyalty does go a long way, and Dante Gabon is a loyal player, and he's developing into a fantastic player for his football team, and love working with him. Absolutely love working with him. So, a couple of things that maybe gone for us in the last couple of weeks with what Guiseley have done, but just adds a little bit of spice. And I'm sure that when we go back, he'll use some of this team talk or my interview to rally his players. But today was, I use the word naughty, but I should Welsh before the game. I said it was naughty what you did today, and whether or not they agree or they disagree, But this is our place, this is our ground, and when we said before the game that we try not to let people come here and take anything from us, and guys haven't taken anything from us today.
Yeah, I mean, one of the phrases you use a lot is spice. And it's fair to say, sort of towards at the end, basically, it's not often we see it boiling over after the full-time whistle.
And I loved it. Luke Griffiths, who's out injured, right at the front of it. Love it. But it showed the one and all in mentality. I didn't see what happened, but, maybe it was handbags, but we didn't back down. And there's some big lads that are side as well. We didn't back down. And we just showed, we've got a real togetherness in that team. And, sometimes you've got to stick in. And I remember Nuneaton in pre-season happened on Nuneaton, and we all went toe-to-toe with each other, and it happened at the end of the game today. But, there was handbags. What they can't take away from us is that we won the 3 points today. And, we wish guys all the best for the rest of the season, but today's our day. We'll enjoy it, and we'll get ready for Bamber Bridge on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was just going to talk on that. Obviously, I mean, we had some basically probably the most bizarre situation. I'm not going to mention the individual, but basically the most bizarre situation for everyone. You rang me just after 8 o'clock last night to tell me the news that the number 9 we thought we'd signed was had changed his mind. Are you going to be able to do anything between now and Bamber Bridge?
Probably not. Disappointing with what happened. We've spoke a lot about it. I expected a handshake to be good enough, but it wasn't. He's got a different offer. Obviously better financial offer. What I'll never do to him in my time here, I'll never, and I promise you I'll never. I don't care who gets frustrated. I'll never break the bank to bring anybody in. We've got a really tight budget. We've got overheads to pay. We've got members to repay. We've got bigger fish to fry than start chucking money around that we haven't got. So you either come in on the wage structure or you don't come in on the wage structure, and that player's decided not to come in on the wage structure, but that group in there are on the wage structure, and as long as we can keep hitting that week in, week out, and keep trying to build behind the scenes and generate more money, then if it takes us a year, 2 years, 3 years to be competitive at this level financially, we'll do it. But if people are happy with that, it's tough, because me as manager, Tim, I'll never, I respect this club too much to be blowing the budget.
Okay, well, I know how much you enjoy winning. So I'll let you disappear off to the main stand bar for a while and drink, and congratulations, see you Tuesday.
Thanks a lot, Tim. Cheers.
Congratulations, Dante. You're the Joseph Holt's man of the match, as chosen by FCM Radio. What a game you put in.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, it was a good game. So we sort of tried a new, Rob came in and tried a lot in training on a new formation. And I feel like today we listened to the instruction and it worked out there. So happy with how it went. First 20, we were getting used to it. We had to change it a bit and move me inside with Max. But I feel like when we got used to it, they couldn't really deal with us that much, and we had chances on the break. And yeah, so I think the game went really well.
Yeah, I mean, your performance in particular, I mean, I counted 3 times where you just literally were driving at them with the ball, and all they could do was pull you down, basically. I think you only sort of drew 1 card out of the ref.
Yeah.
It was that running with and then without the ball, because even when we were sort of like on the counter, basically, you were sprinting down that sort of right touchline.
Yeah, I feel like with my game, it's sort of getting at people 1v1, that's where I'm best. But I feel like at FC, it's sort of, we change it a lot, so sometimes I have to come inside, and it helps adapt my game. And I see in my performances now, I've had a couple 90 minutes, so I'm feeling fit and sharp on the ball. So yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot at the moment.
Yeah, I mean it's obvious because basically when when you're in possession, basically you've got nowhere to go. You always seem to find an out ball. I don't
Yeah,
know how you do
I
it.
think
Basically,
when I first joined, it was a bit harder to sort of getting used to it, but now I feel comfortable, feel confident, and I'm playing at my best probably at the moment. But I know that I can push on and start getting goals and help the team. So yeah.
yeah, and I think that's been recognised by the club. Obviously, you got awarded a contract.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that. There's interest from other teams, but when I sort of sat down and thought about it, it was like I want to get consistent games. Obviously, here I'm getting consistent games. The fans are great, and I feel like the group, I fit in well with the group. So, yeah, we bond well together in training. We're always having a laugh, and we sort of want to push each other on. So that's why we'll get the results now. I feel like we just have to keep it up.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we've got another game very quickly on Tuesday against Bamford Bridge, but for now, congratulations,
Perfect.
Dante.
Thank you.
You're the Joseph Holt's man of
Cheers.
the match, as
Appreciate it.
chosen by FCM Radio.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.